So one of my last videos, I was pissed off at Broadcaster, but I have my own personal reasons for that. I mean, I was totally wrong in my situation. But as far as homeless people, yeah, I was last year devastated to learn that New York City couple got a higher authority above the homeless was given $40 million to take care of 100,000 homeless. Not only did they not take care of them, give them rotted food, just gave them an old shelter that was already built with mold in it. Not only did they not take care of them with the $40 million, they got $40 million more. That's the world you live in. Earth is hell. Like, how can it be hell? Like, it's obvious. What happened to the $40 million that we first gave you? Did you do anything with it? Yeah, we went on vacation with it. We bought whatever. We bought something for ourselves to enjoy. It's really disgusting. And the one in particular, unfortunately, homeless girl who is very bad off health-wise, and my heart goes out to her. She's so stubborn, she will not. I mean, for her to go into, I'm not for old folks homes, but for her, I wouldn't see why it would be bad, because she'd be safe. She's always afraid, of people hurting her. I mean, at different times. And then it's really sad that old folks homes, some of them don't take care of their... So, I'm against old folks. Why can't you just have... Why can't this homeless girl, whatever money that she makes, be given to a caretaker that takes care of her, but the requirement to take care of her... And they would take her whole check, but then she would be a real pain. So I wouldn't even want to take care of her. I'd make sure that she'd be bathed once a week. But all the demands that she puts on somebody that's around her is too much. I barely smoke cigars. And she always saw me in the street. Oh, come on, you have a cigarette. I was like, where are you coming from? In fact, she called the paramedics to come pick her up, saying that she was dying. They came into the facility where she was located at, and they were like, this is her name? I said, yeah, she's out there smoking. They just shook their heads and left. I mean, you call up, you lie. That should be a police fine for because they went out of their way to drive over to the facility where she's at. That homeless girl should be fine. Now, she's not homeless, but she acts homeless. People... I don't think they do it anymore because our economy is so bad, but last year they gave her 20s left and right, so she'd probably easily get $60 in one day. And I mean, just walking the streets because she looks that bad. So then she goes into restaurants that are, smelly people can go into restaurants. And I went out with late Sam I Am, and he was just as disgusting and smelling as she was. But they go into a restaurant. I'm talking about not McDonald's, but McDonald's is bad for even... McDonald's should be able to tell, somebody in that state of condition of not taking a shower for 6 months and peeing all over themselves. The manager should be able to come over and say, you're not allowed in our facility, you smell. And you might, have more germs on you than what you know. So, you're not allowed on our facility. they should have that option to say that. This homeless girl went into a nicer restaurant. She goes, I mean, so she's given at least $40 in the street to be able to go into a restaurant and order all this food and coffee. You know, it's just like, she makes no sense. She needs like a helper. But I did do that for her when I first moved into the place that I moved into. And she just totally insulted me. In fact, I was starting to babysit her, and then she wanted me to. I was really babysitting her when she had to walk all the way down to a Turkey Hill. And she totally insulted me because she gives me the money. She says she's going to give me $1. She couldn't even give me the $1 for, oh, I don't know, I'll pay you later. No, that doesn't happen. It's, you know, whenever somebody says that they pay you later. Now, with this homeless girl, she did actually remember more times than not. Like, she's like, oh yeah, I remember, I owe you $1 because you gave me a cigar. I was like, oh my God, okay. Really? I figured that out of it. But the particular 3 hours that I spent with her, babysitting her, like cleaning up her mess, you know, she drops food, so I pick it up. I walked down, and she was horrible, and she was just like, they didn't give me the right amount of change. You go back there and you get the right amount of change. The manager from the Turkey Hill was just like, no, she's not allowed in here, and pretty soon I won't be allowed in. You know, like, you don't bother us. I already came in for my ice. I paid for it, but it's just like, you already came in here. You're bothering us. And you're bothering us. I gave you the right amount of change. So I had to go out there and said, you know, you totally embarrassed me. But of course, this homeless woman, it's over her head of being inconsiderate. She doesn't listen to a word I say. It's something that you call what a narcissist has. Just knucklehead, just won't listen. This one, because that homeless girl kept on losing phones, I had a government phone I got, and a phone that was barely being paid for by an extreme, insane abuser. And I told, this person this, it doesn't matter what you tell people. She kept on telling me, she needs a phone. You have to give her your government phone. I said, I can't give her my government phone because I have a crazy nut that's paying for my phone. And that insane abuser, with all his empty threats, can turn it off. So you understand that I don't have a phone. No, wait a minute. You said, so all these people I know are knuckleheads, including the one that paid for my phone. You said you had 2 phones. She needs a phone. Well, she loses everything. So then she'll lose my phone. Do you understand what's going on? But I can't help these people out. But yes. And now it's just really, really, really bad. Whatever is going on in the world is really, really bad. Well. It's just, life should never have been that hard for any homeless person. Okay, but most people are crazy, and they don't have to be homeless not to be crazy, man. Not at all. And, you can't feel sorry for anyone, but you can only take care of yourself. There's no one that I could possibly help out. I kind of did go out of my way, go above and beyond. And I proved it with a stupid, lousy, homeless kid yesterday. I mean, just totally out of his mind. look at my brand new clothes I got. Oh, look. I'm like, they're just gonna get all wet anyway. I basically shouted at him that no one gives me anything, which is true, and I meant him, and he felt that. And he said, what, me? Yeah, you. Totally insane. Completely nuts. The other day, wanted me to sleep on the grass with him. Just completely disrespectful for me, knowing that I have a bed, so he's all about lies. Why did his wife leave him? He was too much of a fanatic of saving everybody from going to hell. So, I mean, that's what his wife signed up for. That's what his wife knew about him. She had 2 children to him. But you know what? He was 0 there. In fact, she was basically, I know how upset she was. He told me to call him any time, so I figured, 8, 9 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock at night, he still didn't come home for supper. That's why she left him. And supper was ready for 6. She's like, well, never ever came home. Probably was asleep when he finally came home. He just goes out and talks to anybody for hours, has no idea, no concept of what is going on, cannot in any way be there for anyone. He's unreliable, doesn't take account for anything that he does. He's just a total wreck. It's like, and they're homeless, so it makes them worse. I think they all get checks. I'm pretty sure he does get a check. Yeah, because the Casa man. He is the man who loves women. Women. He's the man who loves women and falls in love every day. One of these days he's gonna pay. Falling in love every day. Now, I'm not around these people that much. I've been around them once a week, a month, for a month. You're talking about, a couple days this week, 2 weeks don't see them, couple days, another day. I'm not, why would I? These people have nothing to offer me. They're totally insane. Unfortunately, it's really sad, their situation. So, anyway, you just can't. Oh, the guy who loves women. He's the man who loves women, falling in love every day. One of these days he's gonna pay. Falling in love every day. I heard something came out of his mouth. Now, he never ever said he got a check, but he does get a check. $500 came out of his mouth. I gave her $500. She ripped me off. Whoa, you do drugs. Whoa, look what happened. Okay. Yeah. And that loser, total loser, loser, wants me to sleep on the grass with him. Oh, no sex. Do you realize, escorts get paid for not having sex? And that's what I should have done when I was gorgeous and 17 years old. No sex at all. Escorts, high, top paid dollar businessmen want a really good model to go take on a big class dinner. Wow. Just for that, buy me the dress, or I could just go to a secondhand clothing store and get a decent, beautiful dress and look high to the hill and eat that dinner, and that would be good enough for me. An escort. Like, that's more than whatever I ever got from any man in Lancaster. I'll tell you that right now. Like, they don't even have any cheap pennies to rub together to give to you. Like, but are you going to spend the day with me? I just need someone to hug. I don't think it's going to rain tonight. Oh my God. No escorts would want. Oh my God, how much for that? I don't know, 10 grand? Like, really? Like, not have sex. I'm talking about just lay in the grass with you and get bit up and rained on, people get paid. But, I never looked into it. And that's what I should have done. To have, my own decent place, and I wouldn't have had all my I'm glad I'm who I am and what, I'm happy that I'm able to figure out what I'm able to figure out with the homeless people. I'm impressing myself. It's just like, I don't owe these homeless people anything. Where were you? What, like, all you can do is, like, take from me. You don't want my applesauces anymore or whatever. Like, you want money. You don't want applesauce. I have applesauce for you.